Hello, welcome back. Uh, yeah. We're going to get right into it. And finally, maybe, investigate this suspicious figure. We've seen faffing about the 12's Wood, doing suspicious things. Here we go. The Masked Man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this robe near about eastern Thanolin. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slayed by a marauding horde of Kikern. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Okay. This fellow. Let's go talk to this guy and see what he's got for us. Probably an errand. Oh right, I can't fly yet. Oh no, how do I get out of here? This way? This way will work. I'll have to get me that mount. So funny. Hello, my new Lalafell friend. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of Naldal began excavating the ruins below, I had hoped that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless beastmen raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Ah, I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Okay. Whee! Hello, other merchant. I've heard tell of a masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanolin too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. So he's definitely probably around here somewhere. Probably, maybe. Hello, other merchant. On the trail on the trail of a masked man. I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's about all I can say, little though it is. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Hello, other merchant. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Keychurn raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Okay, well that was not very helpful. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Keychurn raids are so constant and so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Information that will surely lead you to La Habrea, yeah. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Keychurn appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Okay. Let's go set things on fire. Seems as good a plan as any, I guess. I was wondering if the music wasn't up, but it was just quiet. Oh, I should take a little detour and get the polar bear. I think I'm high enough level to do it. Hello, I set things on fire. I got something from him. Paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Rauger. Huh. You can even see Ul'dah from here. I'm trying to get my mom to give this a try. I think she'd like it better than WoW. Back so soon. Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? I found this paper. This is a scroll. It bears a prayer to Ralgur the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgur is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last gil that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That selfsame merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? That's not my style, buddy. On to Little Alamigo. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has been relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped you would linger here a while, cool some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Well, thanks. Okay. Where is this? Oh. Handy. Where am I? Just go south. South. Straight south. Don't mind me, just passing through. Alrighty, let's go unlock this first, because I think I just need to talk to the guy, and then we'll continue on. Oh, I'll go in the front, actually. I don't want to fight my way all the way through there. I want to do MSQ, so I don't want to take too long. We'll go in through the front. Ooh. Hello. You die now. Hello. Welcome to the sunken Temple of Karn, or what remains of it at least, used by ancient Beladians as a place to worship the sun goddess Azima. Azema? Much about the temple's history remains shrouded in mystery. While we have sent a research team into the depths, I do regret to say that the investigation proceeds at a snail's pace, that is, when it proceeds at all. It would seem the Beladians have rigged the temple with all manner of devious traps and snares to deter temple robbers, no doubt. We've recruited adventurers to assist in disarming the traps, but be forewarned, many who have entered have yet to return. Should you wish to brave the depths, we would welcome your aid. Sure. Cool. More dungeons. More dungeons is always good. Anyway, we will continue on. We'll definitely do bard quests before we do any dungeons. I don't know when the next dungeon is coming up, so we'll see. I sure hate this place. Okay. Chocobo Keep. Hello. Leave quest guy. Yep. This way perhaps? I just came through here on my main and did all the side quests, so... Hello. Why, yes, he borrows my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Alright, come on now, fella. Give me your very long quest line. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say, and why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Oh, okay. Bye. Thanks for nothing. Wow, he really said be gone. Okay. Giselbert? Giselbert? What an unusual name. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, it might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea so as to lift their spirits. Were you to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Sure. Let's go do this little quest. Maybe. How do I get out of here? Aha. Ah, nighttime in Thanalan, my favorite time. Ooh, look at the moon. I'll take a screenshot. Like this? Oops. Okay, let's do this. Oops. Was that another one that popped up? Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't have a page. How dare you? I was like, alright, we're done. Nope. Faded. Page? Seriously? Yay. How do I do the thing now? The creature is summoned. There he is. Let's blow all my cooldowns on him. Pew pew! Pew! Oh, I didn't even get a prop. Hello, I have done your quest. Thank you. Thank you for the stuff. Alrighty. Let's go bring tea for the lookout. Maybe they'll tell me if they've seen any suspicious characters lately. Stairs are for squares. Hello. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Have some sweet tea. Well, he is considerate. My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees like as not. My compatriots as live here... Oh my goodness. My compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Ugh, well, that's racist. Okay. Hello. Aw, this guy's name is Angry River. I love road names, like the Hellsguard names. I love them. They're great. You there. Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Is that what you do? You ask, are you an Amalja? Ah, the sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Danilin. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has a face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Alright. Shoo, shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. Well, have some tea. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Oh, how progressive. Mysterious masked figure. Who knows what they're up to? Oh, now I have to take the stairs because I don't have flying. A little chocobo flapping his wings. He's trying so hard. Yeah. Yeah. Run, little birdie. Oh. Ah. Blinded by the moonlight. Let's just take a screenshot of the moon. I like when you watch, you can see the stars. Well, not the stars turning, but yeah. Like you can see it. You can see the movement of the planet. Oh, sorry. Nice chocobo butt to brighten your day. Okay, hello, I've talked to your guards. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? It doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Ah, we're gonna get the... Do I have glasses? I don't think I have glasses. No, I don't really like those too much anymore. Well, no, those are okay. We'll get these for glamour purposes. Offer you some advice regarding your investigation. So, you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Okay. Oh. I guess that makes sense. Now we've got these handy-dandy teleport to Vesper Bay tickets. Whoa. No, don't do that. Stop, controller, please. Okay. First of all... Let's, we'll go ahead and do this. Okay, now we can go to Vesper Bay. That would have been embarrassing if I forgot to attune. Oh my. Okay, here we are. Okay, I have to go work on my hunting log a little bit. Although I think the Yarzons are up here anyway. Hello, Minophilia. Welcome back, Chantel. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. Wow, 2 decades, huh? To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Oh, would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. How handy! Aw, those are some crits. We'll take some crits. We'll have to wait to put them on so we can apply the glamour plate. I want to show up looking ridiculous with unmatched pants. Alamegan member of the Scions. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. Haribert? He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Okay. Hey, it's the guy. Carriage into Gridania, yeah. How in the hell did you end up here? Ah, never mind, you can tell me later. I've got to ask something first. This might sound strange, but you haven't seen a fellow what looks exactly like me. Looking for my twin brothers. And I've heard they might have come through here. They could be dead for all I know. At least it feels like I've been chasing ghosts for an eternity now. That's great. That's funny. It's my boy Ehrenwald. I'm to meet with the antecedent soon to discuss a matter of great import. Abba thinks it's my first official mission. Suppose it would be good if it was. Yes, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. What a guy. Oh. Why not? Oh no. Oh, we'll wait. Hello. Oh, look at this guy. If it isn't Chantel Sweet, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Okay, to Quarry Mill. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Bye! I'll probably change the title of this one to Adventures in Little Alamigo. Hello, Albreda. Huh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. Herbert sent you? Ah, that worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I mean, I realize Herbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Meffred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. A captain of the Resistance. Look at him. He's ready to go fight wars. And sandals. Alright, buddy. Killing him softly. I'm Meffred, proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Sure. Death by infection is not a fun one. Hello. Please help. One of Meffred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. What does helping this guy have to do with angering the elementals? You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelvewood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Wow! Racist! The elementals are racist? What could the Alamegans possibly have done to anger the elementals? That's how it's to be then? The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on their elementals and split on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Yeah, I don't blame you. I lend my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't even fit to travel. Hells, Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Can-do'sville, baby doll. Go kill some antelopes. I'm sure that won't anger the elementals. Fuck the police. Oops. Hello. Here are antelope horns. Ah, you're back. Tell me, you've got 4 horns with you. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Rogger, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Biscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Pharamond here. Godspeed. Okay, we will do that. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Oh, I guess since we're here, we should do the bard quest, or pick it up at least. Hello, Jahantel. I am back. The Archer's Anthem. Oh, my Isuna. Ah, that glint of determination in your eyes is a testament to your newfound strength. You put me in mind of my salad days, Chantal. Salad days? You would know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard? That I took an arrow in the knee is what most folks believe, but it is quite clear you are not most folk. Very well, I shan't insult your intelligence with an untruth. For now, allow me to answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change, and man most of all. I was drawn to the power of song, the power to touch the very souls of men, and decided that I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has been all but forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as those performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way of it. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since nations first quarreled, armies have fielded archers wherewith they rained death upon the enemy from afar. As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy. Yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay ever alert, with arrow nocked and eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as his comrades fell, turning the earth red with their blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze, lest that moment cost another his life. One need not have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nerves near to fraying, his breast fit to burst, the archer did the only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, plucked as an accompaniment. At first, the archer sang only to still the rolling within, but his voice chanced to carry to his comrades. It inspirited those engaged in combat, lending strength to their sword arms, and to those who lay upon the precipice of death it granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, yet loath to set aside skilled archers for that purpose, armies began raising dedicated regiments of minstrels. But the members of such units were no warriors, Chantal. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. Yet they knew naught of the burden borne by those who charge into battle, whose lot it is to dance with death and sup on pain. And so their songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In eastern Lenosha, spirits are said to haunt the trees of Raincatcher Gully. I would ask you travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms, you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence and, in the doing, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed, might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. Wow. Okay, that was pretty dark. Where am I going? How do I get over there? What's happening? Where am I? Who am I? Okay. Hello, I'm back. I'm back for more errands, no doubt. that you're going to have me run. Ah, Chantal, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. Oh, you've got something to show me. Wow, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's this? If this is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Okay, well that was easy. Thanks, buddy. What a cool guy. I want to help this person. What color is my shout? I changed the colors. Yeah, shout. They can ask in the novice channel. To join an FC. I think it's just fellowships. It is well to see you return. Have you the medicine for our brother? Go. God's bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. You're welcome. Oh. You're welcome, little sprout. Poor little sprout. He ain't heavy. Need your help finding a missing comrade. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Hello, have you seen something? Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Ah, blast it. Would that I had known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Okay. Out in the wilds alone? That fool! That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the woods for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Okay. I have a feeling I might know where to find him. Somehow. There he is! Ah, watch out! A goblin! Ah, a goblin! Galleon! Captain? But why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember that oath we swore, goddamn it, the oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, we'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Yikes. You'll wish we didn't find you. Sorry, buddy. I guess I should have just left you. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything, and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Alamigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. That old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt he will do all in his power to aid you. Okay, ta-da, we've done it. Back to Little Alamigo. That was easy. Hello, sir. I have a letter of recommendation. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mefred? It has been so long since I last heard from him, I feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Ah! Incredible! Mount speed in South Shroud has increased. I'm willing to share with you what he knows of the masked stranger. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Alamigo of late. Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trice. I think it's trice. Tris? I think it's trice. Oh, it is Trist.
Tryst.
Trist. Okay. No doubt you want to quit, but they are not like to yield information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may feel well obliged to talk. Okay. Hello. Speak with me. Gundobald says so. Gundobald sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. Oh. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Look at this guy's floating shield. What a cool magic trick. Where's this floating to? Not that it's a major thing, but like, I hope that by the end of Endwalker they do some updates like with that kind of stuff. Not a big deal, but you know, it's those little things. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark my words. Well, somebody knows something. And isn't telling me. So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time it did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Potions. Secret message. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundobald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Okay. That's not suspicious. It'll be fine. Hello, person. Wilred. Hello. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, where are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Quarrel got your tongue? Huh. No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her. Oh, that's not very nice. I'm just trying to help. Thanks, person. There we go. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Okay, well. Ah. It was a trap. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Spooky. Oh, that's a whole black robe, huh? I might keep that one. Big trouble in Little Alamigo. I need your help to rein in the young ones of Little Alamigo. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, Bertliana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout, and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. Let's ascertain the youth's intentions. Oh. A map of Zanrak, a hunting knife. riled lass. We will suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with whoever to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. O mighty Rauger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Uh-oh. Crystals. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundobald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? Uh-oh. Well, I have their map. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? Here's a hunting knife and a detailed map of the Amalja stronghold. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Sanarak? Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. I'm sorry if you can hear the truck in the background. Here we go to save the children. Hello, children. I'm ready. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were just going to make an offering of crystals to Rauger, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Xanarak and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgression, but a soul is not too high a price for useful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Yo, we antagonize them. Every single one of these confrontations, we have been the antagonists. Whoa. We did it. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Well, wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore... Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Chantal will wish to hear it as well. I sure would like to hear this suspicious tale. I just love it here. Like, I don't know. I like desert landscape. I just, you know. Hello. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was on the outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. Sure, no problem. It's fine. We're cool. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Well, thanks, guy. Back to square one. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Okay. Well, I gotta find some place to put on my glamour plate so I can equip all my new gear. Okay, Minfilia. Welcome back, Chantal. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? I mean, a little bit. Not much. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Oh, sorry. My throat is really dry. It's been a while since I've talked this much. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. You better run. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Mayhap we shouldn't. Hello, I'm back, after resting. While you were attending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. The sighting comes in wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Chantal. We're making progress. Terror at Fallgord. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ashcrown Consortium. According to Friendly One, Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallgord Float in the North Shroud. Okay. How to best get there? I think through Gridania, right? Yeah, we'll go to Gridania. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have the... Where are we going? Central Shroud, right? No, North Shroud. Oh, it's raining. Should I see how to get my chocobo, my combat chocobo? Chocobo. feisty little chocobo. South Shroud. I guess what we'll do is I'll go attune to Fallgord, go get my chocobo, and then come back and continue the quest. So that my chocobo can help me fight things. That would be great. Well, I think we're done here. I should have applied my glamour plate. They should let us apply glamour plates anywhere that's a rested area, really. I don't see why not. Here we are. Chocobo Keep. Aetheryte attunement. Ah. Camp Tranquil. To fighting chocobo. Okay. What's this one? Here we are. Hello. Sniff, sniff. The unmistakable smell of chocobos clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming you have your own trusty steed? Aye, I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle trained? Is your bird battle trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Lucla over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. Wow. This is going to be a whole little side adventure, isn't it? Alright, we're just gonna do it. I want to have my chocobo by my side to fight with me. I want to get some nice, cool bardings for him, so... Okay. Here I am. Hello, Ishgardian native. Good evening to you, Chantel. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat. This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help train your chocobo, but on the promise you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Sure. Very well. To begin, we need a bunch of gissel greens. You have my leave to pick one from fields yonder. Return here when you have it. I'll have to go buy some too. First of all, I pick a cabbage. Yoink. Have you acquired the greens? Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of gissel greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortaunt family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to simply hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of gissel greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The broods that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of gissel greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Companions now available. Fighting with your chocobo. There is a vendor right over here. Purchase items. We're gonna get 9 11 more because oops, there he is. What a bird. I don't think I had anything else. That's okay. Run, chocobo. We have 1 SP. We'll give him the Choco Slash. Choco Slash. squares? Stairs are for squares. Squares are for stairs. Hello, we have done it. We have killed the things. So, you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your chocobo? Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring, fighting with your feathered companion? Your chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift, a saddlebag for your chocobo. Carrying Gissel Greens about can be quite cumbersome, after all. There should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. I pray it serves you well on your travels. To now access the chocobo saddlebag. Bird in hand. Tell me, how goes the training for your avian mount? I could not help but notice there is some bias towards real-life combat. All battle and no bonding makes for a less noble bird. I see you already have a fine residence of your own. Why not build a stable for your chocobo? Closest leads to fondness, and there are other perks. Indeed, I could tell you of those and more if you wish. We of Ishgard have a knack for chocobo husbandry. We have forgotten more than Gridania will ever know, I fear. One Ishgardian knack is to stable chocobos at one's residence. That makes it possible to train and feed the birds. The second knack is to keep the table meticulously clean and picked up. Chocobos are cleanly creatures and easily distressed by slovenly housekeeping. Shall we get straight to it? Pick up every vegetable scrap littering the stable, if you please. Vegetable scrap. Have you collected all the vegetable scraps? Very good. I will take those. The place is as fresh as cream. How well the chocobos look, fluffing their feathers in contentment. You would do well to lay in a magic broom. You shall need to use those for a proper cleaning, but that is for another time. There is more to stable care than simple cleaning. And that brings us to the third Ishgardian knack, fresh feed. I am not the aptest tutor for this craft, however. There is one that has a knack right here in Brent Branch. That would be Mistress Margol, the resident botanist. She is in charge of all cultivars maintained here for the chocobos. Go to her and beg a few greens and information from her. She will not stint you on either. These bots are out of control, man. Hello, please give me food for my bird. Some feed for your chocobo. You've come to the right place for it. It has been a warm spring. Try the cracker root. Many birds who would otherwise go off their feed cannot resist these luscious roots. We raise them with love as well as skill. Master Lucolot likes to call that a knack. I have no quarrel with it. 'Tis a joy to grow, whether it be vegetables, chocobos, or a skill in one's hands. Why not try your own hand at growing vegetables? You say you have a house must have a field. Food grown with your love and care, how could your bird not thrive eating feed such as that? Mayhap we are not what we eat, elsewise my father would be a codfish aswim in butter, but the feed certainly makes chocobos, aye, so sensitive is their nature that you can see the effect of a particular feed clear as day. But I have yet to tell you about the main feeds. You are sure to be fascinated. Shall we ever tire of speaking of Gissel greens? Precious, luscious plants. You can summon and train your birds with these greens, but as wonderful as Gissel greens are, they are hardly unique in being attuned to specific areas of a chocobo's abilities. The art of raising a chocobo involves choosing a balance of those vegetables to feed your bird, thus creating a chocobo that is, well, just so. The best laid plans of wranglers are often frustrated by a picky eater, though. Do make sure you come to know each bird's likes and dislikes. There are no pieces of magitech to bend to your will. But when bird and woman grow together, why, you might discover something very special indeed. Aye, and you would do well to grow your own feed. May as well fight with a pine sword to raise chocobos without a vegetable field of your own. Visit a store to buy the seeds, and remember, love and skill, there's a knack. I do go on, don't I? You came for a handful of feed and got an earful, but that's the way of it with us botanists. Take this fine specimen of a cracker root to your sweet chocobo, and I wish you both the joy of it. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Hello, the nice talkative lady gave me a thing. Ah, were you able to collect some chocobo feed? Margot is never stingy with her vegetables. Gigantic cracker root. As fine a cracker root as I have ever seen. A magnificent specimen. This will make the training all the more effective, I believe. We come to the fourth knack of chocobo husband, Chantal, training. I hear head wrangler Keitha about her work. There's a thought. Go and speak with her. She will tell you much and more of training chocobos. Nice. Is he a adventurer? Here to learn about training your bird, you say? Sure am. Stable your chocobo and you'll be able to train the sweetheart, but you need to give him a treat straight after and not a moment later. What I do is go pick up a choice bit of feed before I get the bird into training. The results vary, but that slick ruffian, as the Ebony Stalls used to say. Around here, results depend on how clean the stables are, what treat you give, but as long as you love your chocobo, it's hard to muck it up. Well now, got a fine cracker root on you already. That'll work a treat, no pun intended. Go start training little Leia there. Hello, little Leia. Have a cracker root. Wow. Yeah, those claws will mess you up, man. Oh, she's so happy. Please don't kick me. I like my insides on my insides. That was sweetly done, Venturer. You got some skill at this, I reckon. Some are made to train just that one bird, but you can handle any chocobo. Some venturers share a stable, you know. Might be you could care for birds other than your own. You muck out the stables, that means you're helping raise the other venturers' birds as well as your own. Don't matter who did the mucking out, really. Those birds have been cared for, you see. Thought I'd hold you for a while. I know you's pouring too much wine into a cup. You'd best return to Lukelot before his Ishgardian brain case starts imagining the worst. His Ishgardian brain case. Sweetly done. High praise indeed from Keitha. Excellent, excellent. I have now taught you all the knacks you must needs know at this time, I believe. It is my hope you will add a stable to your residence, and there raise a chocobo to serve as your brave mount and trusted companion. How I long to meet that bird someday. I trust you will not disappoint me. Stable. Okay, here we go. We've done it. Back to the place. Nice little detour. Okay. Still raining over here. Hello. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm enough. Mommy, I'm sorry I wasn't a better son. I'm sorry I didn't eat my greens and do my chores. Okay. Poor guy. Soothe. There. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was an all-eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me. I like to imagine that I sat there and like rubbed his back for like 20 minutes. Ziz is so ridiculous. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. Somehow, I doubt the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of these creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. Go kill some birds. They didn't do nothing, probably. They probably didn't do nothing. They should have thought about that before they became suspects. Let's see. One more. Jump all the way down there. Oh, look, there's one. Hello, I've killed these things. You seen to the Ziz? Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find out to suggest the creatures are our culprits? Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. What? Oh. I wouldn't know what evidence looked like anyway. Unbelievable. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, huh? uh, unseemly, Japes aside. There's the rumor that's been going around. There's some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rocks southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This is investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you a fire sand stick to blow a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with you. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen a winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Okay then. Let's go blow up a rock and investigate a thing. Fate failed. How embarrassing. Observing, observing, observing. Ah. Heavy Bane. How do I know he's heavy? He just looks heavy? Am I guesstimating? How do I get out of here? Please leave me alone. Boop. Oops. Oh. It's fine. It's fine, I'm awake. Very tired this morning, huh? I wanted to get to, I don't know, a next dungeon or something. We're just gonna port back over here because we're lazy. Hello, I have some rocks. Most folk are too scared to go with 100 yards of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. What's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, huh? Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. A monstrous banemite appeared, and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But that does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Ooh. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there could be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a banemite. But you and I were malms apart. How could we both have seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. Ugh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. Gulp. Oh no, why are you all looking at me? I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Oh, me? The expert? Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you'll want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Alright. I'll take care of it, boys. Don't worry. Oh my god, it's still raining. Rain, rain, go away. Is there a sky watcher here? No. Okay. So we'll, head back over here. I think it's down, right? Yeah. Wee. Huh? Huh? Aha! Ah, a floating eyeball! What was that first? Blech, killed it. No, leave me alone. I should have ported back. Why did I decide to run? Hello. Guards, do your duty. And guard the place. Hello. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Here you go. I've brought an entire ravaged corpse to you. Gods be good, not again. Oh. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif, the very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Athelmare wants you to hold on to the button. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you've proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Miyun. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon the sigil. Okay, we'll go to Gridania. We'll put on our new clothes and glamour them properly. And probably toss a couple things in the glamour dresser. I thought I had spectacles, so I may not need these. We shall see. Oops. Stay, controller. Let's sit down somewhere comfy. Oh my goodness, it's just raining everywhere. Skywatcher, grant us your wisdom. When will the rain stop? Oops. Soon. I wonder how much parasols are on this server. On my other server, you could get a cheap one for like 450 gil, so maybe we'll get a parasol. I'm gonna be running around in the rain. Glamour dresser. I only have 2 prisms. Oh, see, I do have, oops, I do have. They need to be dyed, but I think these are the same ones. Yeah, okay. Ah, this thing. keep forgetting. Okay, I gotta go repair things so I can put them in the glamour dresser. Get some prisms also. We have these guys. These guys. These guys, because we're gonna take the crit there. Dies away. We'll put these away too. All my feathers. Great. Awesome. Sort. Hello. The secret of the White Lily. Good morrow to you, Chantal. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Oh, right. Click. Yay. Hello, Bernadette. Do you know anything about this thing that I found on the dead lady? Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its. However, I can say with certainty the White Lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of this. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Sanguled over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all citizens on a forename basis. To the Lancers Guild. Do we have a bard playing, or is he just sitting there looking cool? To the Lancers Guild. Hello! Hello. Bernadette believes that I can help you? Well, that's a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursandel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Okay. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Suspicious Man. Oh my, look at those pants. What an awful decision. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. Hello, I believe we might be. The sigil of the D'Artancourt family. How is it you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face, was it marred in any way? I feared as such. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the death, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Oh, here we go. I know what's coming. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the D'Artancourts. During that time I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amadine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to my house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was I left Hawke Manor, my home, for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, yet longer still for the woman that Lady Amadine had been. Yet I cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawke Manor on the west edge of the central shroud. Go now, go and do what must be done. Okay, then. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Where am I? How do I get out of here? Release me. I think we have to go up. Here we go. So we'll unlock it and then finish the... Well, I don't know if we really need to finish. I'll finish the Archer quest first, because probably after the dungeon and we finish up this little bit, I will call it. whole collection of floating eyes. This is just where they come from, apparently. Hawk Manor, now accessible. First we'll do this. I guess we'll go this way through to Wineport so we can get the attunement. That's... yeah, just so we can get the attunement. We'll take the scenic route. And then we'll do the dungeon. And then I will go get some breakfast. Because I haven't eaten yet today. Close the window. Don't know if you can hear those people and doing things. Those people always doing stuff outside. Squares are for stairs. Stairs are for squares. Hooray. Alright, all these unlock things. Oh, I'm slow again. First things first. And we'll get the leave quests. And we'll talk to this person. Oh, this is for maps. Fancy yourself a romantic friend? Do you often find yourself gazing off into the horizon, yearning to travel in search of storied relics left behind by the heroes of yore? Yes, you say? Then do I ever have a proposal for you. I was accosted the other day by a slobbering drunkard. Bear with me now, I assure you this gets better, who most eagerly regaled me, from what I could gather, amidst slurred speech and copious amounts of spittle, that is, was a tale of a treasure map he had stumbled upon in his travels. I don't recall the particulars. I was emptying my innards of some foul swill at the time, you see, but it sounded rather convincing to my ale-addled brain. What I do remember is the fellow mentioned striking out at first light for Raincatcher Gully to visit a miner friend. Should the prospect of hunting for hidden riches set your heart aflutter, I reckon you might still find him there. Wonderful. That sounds legit. This guy's got the right idea. Hello, don't mind me. I think he may have had one too many sips. Well, this is Wineport. Alrighty. What are we doing? Collecting... Oh, I need to... Use haunches of pelican meat obtained from pure-eating pelicans on prime locations to lure out insatiable bulus. Wonderful. Oh, maybe I should have given him a little healing first. That's okay. It'll be fine. Oh. Tricked me. You tricked me. Well, that's rude. I don't know what makes these prime locations, but... Ah. Oh no. Hang on. Yeah, okay, after this bit, it looks like I'm gonna have to stop before the manor. I gotta go make breakfast for my grandma. Okay, I've done the thing. No, I'm not gonna return there because the loading screen will take too long. Oh yeah. Cool, thank you. We will finish up these other things, and then, yeah, I'll probably just leave Hawke Manor for the next part when I come back. Probably tomorrow? The plan is for tomorrow. Hidden treasures? Ha! Another guild-crazed greenhorn wielded by Aldwine's tall tales, huh? Yes, Aldwine. That's the doddering fool's name. Though mind you, I've not known him to limit his consumption to any one type of brew. I saw him just Saw him just the other day, I did, clutching some tattered piss yellow parchment like it was made of solid mithril. "This is my ticket to fortune," he blabbered, not half so eloquently, mind ye, before stumbling out the tavern doors and promptly falling flat on his mug like as not. "Did I see the map myself, you say? Did I ever? Why, that fool shoved it in my face so many times I swear the mold left the page to take up residence in my nostrils. 'Twas a mess of blue and brown splotches. That old Winesore was Camp Bronze Lake, with a big red X to the southeast. You're not thinking of going there, are ya? Take my word, you'll find naught but a sorry drunkard and his sack of broken dreams." Hilarious. Okay. We're gonna go defeat some spirits, apparently. Defeat the spirits. Let's jump on the road over here. Spirits. Do I have to get up? How do I get up here? Huh? 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 Okay. This is a strange place. Okay, I did it. First, quarry mill. I feel like we'll go there eventually, so we don't need to worry about that. We'll get there eventually, I think, for the story. Quarry mill always takes a little longer to load. With all the people. Oh, let's do this. Repair everything. So I can put it away. Wonderful. Hello. Welcome back, Chantal. In your eyes, I see a layer of understanding, of regret, and of futility. And in your heart, it now echoes with the strains of an old song newly discovered. Embrace this song, and play it in battle and as you play it in battle, shall ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures. That'll be soon, actually. Shing. Hooray. Wonderful. Okay, yeah. I think we're gonna stop here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.